Hey, this is Phil Swift at HEMA Gear Canada and Terra Nova School of Swords. We have the Gabriel 2.0. These are really pretty and they feel amazing right off the bat. I can literally flick my fingers, I can pick things up, it doesn't need to be broken in. If you look at it, it even has grip on the palm. One of the coolest innovation pieces is this right here, where you see it protects the inside of the thumb, even over here. And actually, this is probably the best thumb I've actually ever put my thumb in any 5-finger glove, and even better than most mittens actually. This is a solid design thumb, and it feels good. I don't feel like it's encased or heavy. It doesn't stop me from moving. I can go side to side easily. I could probably play a video game and use a controller with this thumb. That's how good it is, okay? So probably it feels kind of like your Pro Gauntlet. And honestly, it costs as much as a Pro Gauntlet. So in terms of pricing, it is slightly on the higher side. In Canada, it's close to almost 500 Canadian, okay? Probably before shipping. So it's up there, okay? In terms of protection, I score in terms of articulation. It feels like a Pro Gauntlet. It's slightly bulky in the knuckles though. If you notice, see how it's just slightly raised at the knuckles, so that part feels a little bulky. But other than that, it feels just like a Pro Gauntlet, if not even better. It feels like you're just wearing normal leather gloves even, okay? But in terms of protection, it is slightly better than Pro Gauntlets, I want to say, but fairly close. The Infinity gloves, in my opinion, is a bit more protective than these. Okay? If 5-finger gloves, generally, you're just not going to get the best protection, period. So that's just something you have to expect with 5-finger gloves. The reason why you buy 5-finger gloves is for versatility, and as you can see, you can almost use almost every weapon with this glove. I just have a slight complaint. If this wasn't so thick here at the knuckles, okay, it would fit in more weapons. Okay, it would make this glove way more versatile if that knuckle part wasn't big. You can see in the video it protrudes a little bit in certain guards, like saber guards and stuff. You'll have this part coming out, which feels odd because then your sword kind of gets stuck on it. So that's a little bit annoying, but other than that, gorgeous. Let's talk a little bit more about the design though. It looks like an hourglass Milanese kind of type, like in the wrist and outer hand protection. And I do love that look. It's actually very gorgeous. And the fingers even, you see how the plates, they kind of overlap, okay? It is held by elastic in certain areas, which you need, which is good. But because of the way the plates look, it looks like a medieval, like a plastic medieval gauntlet. And so it kind of fits this look, which I like, okay? They have the band here so that tips doesn't go through, which is fine. People say that you can feel some hits in there. I sort of agree, but not really. I didn't feel that many. I didn't feel any hard hits in there at all. The only thing that I have to complain in terms of like disadvantages of this glove is, like I said, with 5-finger gloves, they're just not the best in terms of protection. So when I'm gripping my sword, I took a hit there in the pinky and it actually hurt a lot. And I think initially when it hits my pinky, it's fine. But what happens is it starts to slip in between like it slides inside and then it hits the part that's basically unarmored right there. And because I could feel it clipping that right there. Or that's where the pain is at least coming from, and I'm still in pain from that hit. Thrusts were fine until they went in between. So at first the thrust impact was good, and then it slipped in between the finger, and then it started damaging my bits in between the fingers. So I could feel it in between the fingers, which is slightly annoying, but I can understand why they have those gaps. It's sort of the secret to their articulation, why you can why it feels like a glove and not an armored glove. Okay. So that's the only thing. I assume they're gonna only get better. Maybe the 3.0 will be slightly better. When your hand is like in a fist, it minimizes the possibility of it going in between. But when it does, though, you feel everything. So that's the only scary part about these gloves. But other than that, I fought with them and I never felt any pain when I was sparring, except for like a 1 or 2 hits. But when we were testing these gloves, just trying to get footage of the gloves being hit, I took a couple hard, I guess it was not that hard if you think about it, to the pinky, and it hurt a lot. Like I actually screamed for a second. So yeah, that's the only like fallback. Other than that, these are my favorite 5-finger gloves right now. I have Infinities and I have other gloves as well, the Thox, everything. I actually put almost all of them away now, and I'm only using these. The rest of them are in my loaner bin right now. I have to admit my Infinities are a bit more protective. I wouldn't feel any hits to the pinky actually on my Infinity, so it is much more protective in that area per se. But I just love the thumbs of these, and I just love the articulation. All right, that's the Gabriel's 2.0 with Phil Swift. Thanks very much.